The only free ambulance service in Somalia is under threat of closure. Financial troubles, staffing shortages and high demand all threaten to halt the crucial service that runs on donations. Amin, which means faithful in Somali, has a fleet of 16 ambulances but can now only afford to operate 10 on a regular basis in Mogadishu, a city that suffers regular attacks from militants. Amin's services garnered global attention in the immediate aftermath of last year's devastating car bomb attack, which killed at least 500 people and wounded over 300. Its staff were among the first respondents on the scene. Well, earlier we spoke to CGTN's Abdulaziz Billo about the implications of a possible closure of the Amin ambulance service.
This emergency health service has been in operation for more than a decade now, so you can imagine how much money that they're trying to put in so that they can continue to survive the test of time in a very turbulent environment here in Somalia, especially in Mogadishu, where it's always under constant attack. So once they began this operation, it was a time when African Union forces had just begun their activities of liberating Mogadishu. There was constant fighting in the quest to liberate this city from Al-Shabaab. So there's so much bloodshed. Civilians were mostly caught up in that conflict. So Amin ambulance was there at that crucial time to help evacuate victims of blasts, victims of bullet wounds to nearby hospitals for survival. But now the management is saying that they are running out of cash and they are unable to continue that operation of Mogadishu. So what they're saying is that they don't have any direct source of funding. What they're relying on is cash from business community and from mainly Somali diaspora who create hashtags on Twitter and crowdfunding sources like GoFundMe. Well, the closure of Amin ambulance service and this, any move to suspend or to stop their service here will be very catastrophic here in Mogadishu. It not only helps victims of Al-Shabaab attacks, but it also provides emergency services to needy people, pregnant women, in case of emergencies happening here and there. They're always there. Their toll-free number is 999. So everyone in Mogadishu, once they call that number, Amin ambulance, day and night, they're there to support these people and take them to the hospital. Current Somali government says that they're trying their level best to improve healthcare conditions here in Somalia, but even in media reports, everyone is confident that the healthcare system in Somalia is one of the worst in the world. That is for a fact. But private hospitals and private medical practitioners are trying to fill the void. Different public hospitals here in the city, including Medina Hospital, where most blast victims are taken and most Somali civilians go there for medical treatment. But they're not that well equipped and they cannot provide all the emergency services. That's why you find when there's a blast here in Mogadishu that the doctors here are overwhelmed. They cannot provide operation services to these blast victims. So that's why you find Turkey and Qatar and the United Arab Emirates, some of these countries airlift some of the wounded to hospitals in their countries because of the lack of healthcare service.